Hey guys, Kongai here, and today we have more aces for you guys. Now, I'm not going to be just uploading aces, alright? I want you guys to be on your toes. I want it to be a surprise. Like when I post a video, it's like, alright, which of these games are going to be aces? Which of them are going to be really, really close where he misses out on just like a single shot or a single kill? So don't worry. Maybe not all of these will be aces, maybe all of them will be aces. But today we have the T57 Heavy, the AMX 30 prototype, and the Valor Chieftain T95 FV4201, and our very first game in it on our account as well. Will that be an ace as well? Who knows? Who knows? But first off, in the T57 Heavy, we are on Berlin, and this is a pretty good map if you're looking for an ace tanker on a 57 Heavy, because you're going to be shooting people at point blank range, which is what this tank likes to do. But we're also going to get very, very lucky in this game. We're going to go probably 1 versus 4, and if there's a tank in this game that has the DPM to deal with that, it would be this one. But it also doesn't have the armor to deal with that. Perhaps the Super Conqueror is probably a better tank for that kind of a situation. But somehow we do manage to hopefully pull out of it. But we put 2 quick shots into the grill. That's a good way to start. And this is one of those tanks where I don't worry about the reload too much. Like, oh, should I reload? Shouldn't I reload? It's just like, you know what? When in doubt, just reload. Because this thing's reload is disgustingly fast at 21.98 seconds with my current loadout. Like, that's ridiculous. But my team is pushing pretty hard here. And you would think, oh, you're pushing this hard. I thought you said this is going to be like a 1 versus 4. It is, but you know how teams work. They like to abandon you sometimes. That's just how it works. But we have this Type 5 Heavy, so I'm loading the premium rounds for the Type 5. You can't say I'm not going to. Like, let's go. Let's be real. And now we're going to just unload him. 1, 2, come on. Oh, we fluffed that shot, but we do have one more shot. There we go. Okay, so we put 3 out of the 4 into him. When he hits the little, this little mound here, it angles his tank upward, and we hit him in the tracks. It was quite interesting, and I wasn't quite expecting it to move like that, but it did. And so because of that, we're not able to put the full magazine into him, but that's okay. We still put 3 into him, and we're about to be loaded again. We're going to put some shots at this Proto. Hey, I have heat loaded. This is way overkill, but hey, it is what it is, right? And here he comes. Going to put another shell on him. There we go. He's going to put his HE shell to us. We'll put 1 more shell on him. He is now a kill for us. And the shell goes into his upper plate instead of his lower plate. But he gets finished off anyway by an ally. So that is pretty cool. We're up to 3,300 damage just like that. That's insane. Wow. Okay, we've got 2 medium tanks here. We're going to go after them. Let's go. And right here, I was thinking to myself, this is one of those things where you double guess yourself. Whenever you double guess yourself, don't do it. It's pretty much that simple. And I'm like, if I go like this, will the Proto poke me? Will someone else show up and start shooting me? Ah, who cares? Let's just do it. Oh, the Progeto's shooting me. I can take it. I'm putting a full magazine in this guy. There we go. 4,800 damage. Oh, and there's a machine there. Well, then. This guy bounces. The machine is on his way. Gosh, put this in between. Oh, and there's a 60 TP, and I'm a one-shot for him. But we do have one guy behind us, so it's not necessarily a 1 versus 4. But here comes this guy. He shoots us in the cupola or something. And he gets tracked. Oh, this is good news. Now we might actually be able to pull out of this. Here comes the machine. We have to stop him. Okay, we put it into his drive wheel so he doesn't ram us. He puts 1 shot into us. Then we put another shell into him. He puts another shell into us. And he is now reloading. We put his shell through his hull. And now we pull back. And we are a 1 shot. But we put a shell into the tracks of the 60 TP. 60 TP bounces a heat shell off of our turret. Oh my gosh, but just watch this. Watch this. Unless I remember this wrong. He gets tracked again, but look where he's tracked. He's tracked in a position where he cannot see me because his turret is mid-mounted, which means I can do this safely. We put 2 shells into him, and now we have 2 more left maybe for this Proto. Oh, hello. No, he dies. And now we've got a tank behind us. He's going to try to get the kill on us. Sneak it in. No, we kill him instead. There we go, up to 6,200 damage, and we have 1 shot left. And this time, I'm not going to be going for a full reload, as it is just 1 tank left. And I'm going to try to put a shell into him to call it, and boom, we do. 3 kills with that magazine. And if we did not get those 3 kills, we probably wouldn't be as close to the ace as we are. Is it going to be an ace with 6,000 damage, all from point blank range, meaning we are getting maximum amount of experience for every shot we fired? And we did fire quite a bit of heat, but hey, you know what? Whatever, it is what it is. What are we going to get? 22,000 experience. Let's let it go nice and slowly. Nice and slowly. ×2 of the day. Hand of God, Duelist, High Caliber, Fire Effect, Bruiser, Ace Tanker, Steel Wall, Spartan Metal. Yes, it is an Ace Tanker. And I know some people like, I did 8,000 damage in my T57 Heavy and I didn't get the Ace Tanker. And that was because it was our close proxy bonus we got, because we were literally point blank range versus the enemy. Every 100 meters closer you are to an enemy, you get more experience, okay? So 100 meters and less is like insane amount of experience, and then 200 is a little bit less experience, 300 is even less, 400 is even less, 500 is even less. So keep that in mind when you're playing. That might be why you didn't get an ace. But let's move briskly along to the AMX 30 prototype. We are stock, about as stock as you can be. Not quite, though, because we do have the upgraded radio, guys, and tracks. We do not have the engine, we do not have the turret, we do not have the gun. And so, yeah, we're about as stock as you can go. And this isn't a terrible tank stock. It really isn't, because the engine is still really good. But the gun, though it's decent, its gun handling is pretty bad. This stock gun. From what I find, it kind of just, it drops. The shells seem to just drop and not go to the center of the circle. And you have to, like, really fully aim, and it doesn't like to aim very quickly. But otherwise, it's not a bad gun stock. Because if you think about it, if you're playing, like, a patent stock, oh, that's pretty bad. A Leopard prototype stock isn't that great. An E50 is terrible stock, right? So this one, you can't completely complain about being stock. And because of its decent gun, you can still ace it. And because of its decent mobility, you can still ace it. Because of your view range and because of your scouting and being able to relocate and avoid shots and avoid engagements and so on and so forth. That's how you can ace this tank while being stock. It's doable. And what we're going to be doing here is playing the support role for our tanks. And we're going to put this right through this turret. What you might not know about the ISM is when it is stock like that, and you see the little cupola, it's got the IS turret, which means I believe it's only 120 millimeters of turret armor. Maybe it's 100 millimeters. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but you can go straight through it as long as you aim for the center mass. But unfortunately, that goes to the side. We probably should have gone for the cupola anyway, because hey, if we go for the cupola and the shell goes low, it'll still go into the turret. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay, straight into the cupola. There we go. And even if we hit the cupola angled, it should still go in. No problem. And we're just going to keep doing this if he's going to stand still like that. Boom, there you go. So there's a kill, 1,500 damage, 300 assist. That's probably got us to maybe about almost a third class right now already. So that's pretty cool. This guy, our turtle dies, so now we're not really going to be playing support right now unless another player shows up. We're going to put a nice, easy, cheap shot into him. 300. Here comes a VKB. This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. And the reason I wanted this is because now I can play support for him. And we can put a nice, quick shot into him. 355. Not bad. I mean, we just rolled 255 a couple shots ago, so that makes up for that shot. But there's a Lance in C here, and he's kind of pretend to be a problem, but he's really not going to be a problem for us because he's not playing very well. But that's okay. And plus, we're kind of keeping him at bay. He really wants to shoot me every time he pokes out, but we keep pulling back. So then he decides to put it into the VKB every time, which causes him to do no damage, which is perfectly fine. He's intent on shooting me, and I understand. I know who he is, so I know exactly why he only wants to shoot me. But that's how I'm going to engage this game. I'm going to keep him to do nothing by making him only be able to shoot at my friend. That's what we're going to do. Put a shell in his upper plate. Now we hit the wrong side of the upper plate, but there he is. He's going to probably put a shell into me. That's okay. I have the health. It's fine. He ammo wrecks me. We're going to fix that ammo wreck. Put a shell into the 257, and then we're going to kill the Lance and C. And some of you are like, well, who on earth is this Lance and C? He's, pretty sure he's some kind of guy in the forums. So, yeah, there you go. That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say about that. And he's dead, and we win. Well, we win this engagement anyway, but now we're targeted, and it's probably from somebody behind us or on our right. There he is. It's the Jagdtiger, and I think we're spotting him now because we have the clearing right here, maybe. Just in case, we're going to go for his tracks. There we go. And I think it was Light Tank who actually spotted him. He's got a camo net, but we track him, and that's going to do us wonders here. And now we're just going to put a regular shot in. There we go, and he dies. And we're up to 3,300 damage and 1,500 assist, and now there's a little Russian Scorpion over here, the SU-130PM. We're going to load up some HE for him because he has no armor whatsoever. And there's also a T95-2 on our right. But we have this little Chinese medium tank here who's gonna be helping us out now. Now he's gonna be playing the supporting role for me, which is pretty nice. But he takes the hit for me. We put a nice return shot in. But this guy is the one who needs to die. There you go. He goes down. Now we can help our medium tank out. I don't want him to take all the hits for me. But this guy also doesn't want to get hit by me as well. Oh, he sets my friend on fire, but we're going to put a nice 380 damage roll into him. And here comes my light tank. My light tank misses. Are we going to be able to weave the shell in? Yes, we are. And we finish off the tank destroyer with just 3 shots. And we're going back to our AP shells, and we should have some nice shots here now. Into the Freedom. Nice side turret shot. Come on, gun. You got it. And it does. Nice and straight. But I've decided I'm not going to have any more shots from up here. Plus, I'm hunting aces. Let's get down here. Let's get down and play. Some of you might be wondering while I'm driving why on earth the beginning of this game was cut out. It wasn't actually cut out. This is my first game of the day, and my computer was still booting up, and so I only caught so I missed the very beginning of the game. So that's what happened there. Anyway, back to the game. We're up to 4,400 damage. Well, just shy, 2 damage shy, and 1,500 assists. This is pretty good. This is probably going to be a first class. But I think if we can get a couple more shots in, or maybe a tracking hit, something of the sort, we might be able to get, or maybe even a kill. We might be able to get to that ace, hopefully, or at least secure that first class. Because this is a decent tank when it's fully upgraded, and I think a lot of players do really well in it. But we're going to kill off this M103. If we take a hit from the Super Pershing, so be it. We're killing him, and that's all there is to it. The Super Pershing misses us, and I'm willing to take this hit, and I'm going to go straight for that drive wheel. Straight for that drive wheel. There we go. Right in, and we track him, and he does return the shot, and he kills our driver, but it doesn't really matter. We did track him. We did what we needed to, and he goes down. We don't get the kill, but we do get the assist. So now we're up to just under 4,700 damage and 2,000 assists with 4 kills. Almost all shots, other than I think 1 shot on the Super Pershing and 2 on the Oni at the start of the game, were all close range. So we should get a good amount. Yes, we do. 26,000 experience because we had a ×5 going, plus the ×5 weekend. And 1,748 base XP gets us the ace tanker in the AMX 30. There we go. Don't even have to fully upgrade it. And that one is now done. Finally, we find ourselves on Malinovka Winter in the Valor Chieftain FV4201, right? Did I miss something? I probably did. It's a mouthful, but this is my first game. And I'm always going to try to share my first game with you guys in a tank. Specifically, should I say, tanks that people want to see. Like, I'm not going to just go get like a WZ132 and then my first game, like, oh, I'm going to share my first game in this thing. No, but like if it's a premium tank, if it's a tier 10, something like that, then I'm probably going to share it. So that doesn't mean this is going to be an ace tanker, right? I'm sharing this because it's the first game, and it'll keep you guys guessing. Are we going to be acing the Valor? Well, first of all, we're on Malinovka, and there's no artillery. We are pretty much set to have a good game if we can get up on that hill and use our gun depression, because this thing is dirty when it's using its gun depression. Holy cow, and I'm really liking this. I think this is a tank which I'm going to be acing quite a few, not acing, but getting quite a few 10,000 games in. I think this is the tank that's going to be doing that. It's good. It's got 40 shells like the Super Conch, so you don't really have to worry about running out of ammo too much, because you don't really run out of the Super Conch too much, and this thing has less DPM, right? And it does more alpha. So the ammo you've got plenty of, and I think I've taken way too many premium APCR rounds after I've played a little bit. I think I'm going to drop down to 8 or 10 or 8. But I like the Hesh. I'm going to keep the Hesh because it's got 1,067, I think, shell velocity, which is so much faster than the Tech Tree Chieftain, and 530 alpha, so like you can do some serious work. 140 pen, and that's pretty hilarious against a lot of tier 10 mediums and lights and tank destroyers. You can really butter in the back ends of tanks. I use my Hesh a lot in this tank, I've found, even though I've only played it, I think, 3 times now. But I've shot it quite a bit in those 3 games. I don't know if I shot any in this game, but we have this E75. He's angled up towards us a little bit, but he is also beneath us. But that one goes in just fine, and he's going to give us, I'm not sure what this is, but I felt like that should have gone in, but it does not. I'm not going to load premium rounds. I'm not loading premium rounds in this tank, and I still have yet to shoot any out of this tank, so I'm very happy about that. We're going to put another shell into his lower plate. Now he's kind of angled down. So the 270 pen is capable of going through that lower plate at this kind of an angle, which is pretty nice because that lower plate angled a bit is about 240 effective. It's actually a better lower plate than the E100s, interestingly enough. But we are able to go through it no problem. Speaking of E100, there's one down beneath us right now. And we are spotting him, apparently. And apparently we're the only ones spotting him, as we're getting all of his assist. That's juicy. 1,500 assist right then and there. And he's trying to pull back. Are we going to be able to put another shell into him? Of course we are. Boom, straight in. 460 damage. 440 alpha. 270 pen. Like, this is nice. And the APCR, actually, I'm not exactly sure what the premium APCR. Look at that tunnel. But Baconating, who is with me, is like, clone guy, shoot the Valor. All right, our premium is 322, which is 12 more than the premium on the regular Chieftain, which is nice. Ooh, 497 roll to finish off the E6. Ouch. That's that's a good roll. But here comes the cave troll. Hello, there is a T95 here. And we're going to track him, hold him in place, and then we're going to put a shell right into his cupola there. No, he's not going to give it to us. Okay, we'll track him one more time. Track him one more time, and then we're going to go for the kill here. We're going to go for his lower plate, hopefully, and try to finish him off as Bacon puts a shell into him. Now we just need a nice low roll, and we'll be able to kill him. But we roll even lower for 394, and he remains alive. But he is now a one-shot. Hopefully we'll be able to kill him here. Come on, clone guy, finish him. Somebody else finishes him. And then we're going to change our attention to the ST1 and put a shell into his lower plate for 402. A couple low rolls in a row, but that's okay. Enemies are on our base. They are, and I am paying attention. Don't you worry. Clone guy is paying attention. This guy is shooting HE, which means he's the biggest threat right now, seeing how he's going to splash us every single time he fires. So we're going to try to get rid of him. He misses. Now it's shooting AP, so I'm going to, okay, put a shell into the STI. Clone guy, you just call him an ST1, now you call him an STI. How could you do this? Because I don't care. Okay, if you're gonna listen, how the Russians worded things or numbered things is quite interesting, because you have the IS-7 and it's a 7. It's an actual 7. It's not Roman numeral. But then, oh, look at that snap. That's so nice. But then you have the STI, and it's a Roman numeral 1, but it's still an I. So it's like, why would you have one with the numeral 7 and then one with a Roman numeral I? I don't know, okay? And so because of that, I don't care what you call it, and I'm not going to complain. Like, oh, you call it an STI, how dare you? Oh, you call it an ST1, how dare you? I don't care. That's how it's written, so who cares? That's how I'm reading it, right? So there you go. So I'm going to say it both ways, just to annoy everyone. There you go. Now everyone's annoyed. Haha. That's success right there. But we've just put a shell into the T57 and now we're going to be changing our attention to this guy. Hello. Oh, he's Chinese. What does that mean? That means we track him and damage his engine with the same shot. And he dies. We're up to 5,600 damage. Wait, where did that even come from? I don't know. This tank just does damage, and it just comes out of nowhere. It's like, oh, you want damage? Here you go. And another 400 damage roll. We have a tortoise shooting at us, and then that super conqueror who just misses us. We're going to try to put a shell into this guy. No, we don't need to. Waffle finishes him, but we were spotting him. There's the tortoise. He tracks us. We fix it. I just want to get under his gun a little bit. There we go. Put a shell into his cupola. Fantastic. And we have one more standard round left. And we're going to aim this up at his weak spot. But watch this. Ready? Hits right next to his mantlet and goes straight in. 6,800 damage, and we're not able to quite break the 7,000 there because we were not quite fast enough to get down here. And so we put all 20 of our standard rounds in. Like I said, that we burned through those really rapidly. So I think we're going to be switching to a few more of those and a few less premium rounds. But regardless, there we go. Ace Tanker, 6,800 damage, a bunch of assists, 1,500 base. We got it. 3 ace tankers we got this weekend. We got a few more, actually, but 3 of them that we don't have aces in. So that's pretty cool, and so we'll be able to mark those off. So that's it. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe. Make sure you go check out SpaceBANDIT and join me tomorrow. Tomorrow is actually my birthday, so I'm going to be splurging. That's why I'm going to be playing those 3 tanks, because those are the ones I really want to play, and I just want to have fun tomorrow. So come show up and enjoy some Chieftain 907 and E75 gameplay. And I hope to see you guys all there tomorrow at 10 Eastern Standard Time, AM. I'll see you guys all later. Take care, and peace out.